I didn't know you were working here.
Oh, yes, she did. Why do you think we're here?
No, I didn't. Really, I had no idea at all you were working here.
Well, are you gonna just stand here, or are you gonna order something? We don't have all day.
Of course, I'm gonna order something. Could I have a small Pepsi and a fries, please?
She's
Okay,
I'm hungry this time.
too.
Yeah.
Okay.
Look, you remember what we had last
Yeah,
time?
you had a
It was
cheeseburger.
good. Look,
Okay.
you order first, dear. I'm still
Oh,
undecided.
you could never make up your mind. I think I'm going to have a chicken sandwich.
Oh, that
Eric,
sounds
is that your
okay.
name, Eric? Okay.
And,
Eric will take our order.
Bacon double cheeseburger would be fine with 2 Pepsis.
And-
Okay, Diet Pepsis.
And 2 cherry pies because it's your birthday.
Great.
Okay.
Okay.
The headlines you've just seen are real. Thank goodness they weren't Burger King headlines. But as we all know, hey, they could have been. The prevention of headlines like those is the most important part of all our jobs. Now, that's because if the food we eat isn't safe, it really doesn't matter how good it tastes or how good it looks or how great the service is. Food safety, no compromise, is a top priority for our system and a key part of our National Ops program. As you know, our Ops emphasis programs refocus our thinking on the fundamentals that provide Burger King with a better operating system that sets Burger King above the rest and that lets our pride show. Well, food safety is as fundamental as QSC itself. It begins with cleanliness, the C in our QSC standards. Cleanliness and food safety benefit everyone who eats or who works in a Burger King restaurant.
Every day, billions of disease-causing bacteria invade this restaurant. Every day, it's our job, my crew members and mine, to keep them under control and do it before they can do any harm to our customers or our crew people. You've heard the old saying, safety first. Well, as a Burger King professional, making sure my restaurant serves only safe and wholesome food is my first responsibility. My customers expect it, and my crew members deserve it. So around here, it's more like food safety, first and foremost. But it isn't easy. In fact, awareness of food safety standards has to be almost second nature. You have to master food safety and cleanliness before you can provide superior operations. Customer satisfaction begins with cleanliness and food safety. That means they belong at the top of your priority list. Here's Chet England, Group Director of Quality and Food Safety Systems, to get us started.
To start with, let's review some fundamentals. First, there are good and bad bacteria. We're concerned with the bad kind. Second, bacteria are everywhere, on and in our bodies, in the air and on our clothes, on our work surfaces and tools, on the food we work with, but especially and above all, on our hands. Not only that, but under the right conditions, bacteria have the ability to multiply fast. A few bacteria, just 1,000 or so, which can be placed on the tip of a pen, can double and double again and keep on doubling till just 4 hours later we've got 1 million bacteria to deal with, and over a 4-hour shift, just one careless employee can spread them throughout your restaurant, infecting you, your customers, and other employees. We have to prevent that from happening, and we can. In general, bacteria need 5 things to grow and spread. 1, temperature. In order to prevent bacterial growth, foods must be kept at internal temperatures either below 40 degrees or above 140 degrees Fahrenheit. Bacteria grow rapidly at temperatures between these extremes, and our job is to control temperature in our refrigeration, cooking, and holding equipment. 2, time. Bacteria need time to grow. Our job is to make sure they don't get that time, and we can do it by eliminating growth conditions before bacteria get a chance to take hold. That's why Burger King specifies holding times on all of its products. 3, food. Bacteria need nourishment. Our job is to starve them by keeping food too hot or too cold for them and by keeping the restaurant and its equipment spotlessly clean. 4, moisture. Bacteria thrive in stagnant water, like in unsanitized drains and in steamer door tracks. 5, transmission. Bacteria need help to get around, and they get around best with human help, especially dirty hands. Dirty hands can pass germs from one person to another, from people to tools, as well as to work surfaces and food. And by bringing a contaminated surface into contact with an uncontaminated surface, as when a clean pair of tongs touches a dirty pair. Obviously, a restaurant creates constant potential for bacterial growth. We can keep Burger King restaurants safe by controlling as many growth conditions as possible. Temperature, time, food, moisture, and a way to get around. The more of these factors you can control, the more completely you can counter the majority of threats to food safety.
The essentials of food safety are effort and awareness, which you, the manager, need to provide. Burger King Corporation will provide you with the correct procedures and the proper tools. Burger King has detailed procedures to assure food safety and cleanliness. You can find them in our operations manual, our equipment manual, and in the Ops Basics materials, including the Ops Equipment Cleaning and Maintenance Calendar, the QSC Operations Checklist, the Ops Restroom Checklist, and the Ops Product Holding Squares. Very soon, we'll be introducing one of the most important tools of all, the Product Safety and Sanitation section of our new Restaurant Progress Report. It's a comprehensive evaluation, and a passing score is a must. We've also added a quality assurance team, which will visit our restaurants and help the managers to ensure that no problems exist. Here's Nelson Marchioli, Vice President of Operations Quality Assurance, to explain how these visits will work.
The visits are part of a quality assurance consultation audit program that includes education, support, monitoring, and enforcement leading to sustainable results. This video is but one of the educational tools we'll be using in our program. Our purpose is to assure that Burger King restaurant facilities, products, and processes are meeting Burger King Corporation's quality standards. Areas that will be audited in our restaurants will be personal hygiene, food safety training, product rotation, both cooked and raw, approved suppliers, Burger King programs and systems, equipment, specifically operating temperatures, sanitation, and condition, in-process product handling, protection of product from contamination, and pest infestation. Our purpose is to protect and enhance the Burger King brand by providing clean and safe restaurants for consumers and our employees. We exist as a department to help restaurant operations. If, as a last resort, we would have to close a restaurant because of a food safety issue, we would all be the losers. We want you and Burger King to be winners. Let's work together so we can all be proud of our restaurants and our employees. We must deliver products and services beyond the consumer's expectations.
Our job as managers is to make sure that food-safe procedures become second nature, part of the routine, day by day, hour by hour, in every Burger King restaurant. Tools are also important to the food safety equation. As part of the Ops Food Safety Program, Burger King is recommending a comprehensive set of cleanliness and food safety tools, some of which you already have. The tools that are being furnished to you as part of the Ops program are mandatory. You must have them and you must use them. These include a red tong for cooked foods, a blue tong for raw foods only. These new tongs will help prevent cross-contamination, which could occur from utilizing the same tongs for both products. A fingernail brush to be attached to the hand wash sink and used regularly. Its use will help prevent the spread of bacteria by your hands. And a hand washing wall chart that indicates when hands need to be washed. Other tools are also mandatory, but you must purchase them from suppliers of your choice. Please see your guidebook for more details. One of the most important of these is our new Purell hand sanitizing system, which is now required in all Burger King restaurants. When used with new antibacterial soap, the instant hand sanitizer kills 99.5% of hand-borne germs. And since it's a waterless system, you can mount dispensers almost anywhere and everywhere. Your crew members can use Purell at times when they can't get to the hand-washing sink. The instant hand sanitizer must be utilized by your crew members every 30 to 60 minutes. The important thing is that you and your crew members have the right tools to put food safety into practice on a daily basis. There's a key point I want to make right here. When we talk cleanliness and food safety, we're talking employee hygiene. And it's not just customers we're looking out for. We're protecting our health and the health of our families. Nobody wants to be sick, and nobody wants to work in an environment where they're likely to get sick. And the fact is, most germs that make us sick, including those that give us colds, flu, and stomach upsets, can be stopped dead in their tracks by good hygiene. Either our good hygiene or that of another crew member. As important, careful hygiene can help protect our friends and families too. It's a medical fact. Hand washing is the single best way to prevent the spread of disease. I don't know about you, but I want to know that my employees are doing everything possible to protect their health and mine. Quality assurance experts at Burger King have developed a food safety alert list, the top 10 safety items, and the highest food safety risk factors in our restaurants. Let's review them. First, let's start with cooking temperature tests. When performed properly and at correct intervals, they're extremely effective because correct temperature is one of our most powerful food safety tools. The most powerful tool is the QSC operations checklist and the temperature tests that the checklist calls for. Then there are temperature controls. Because bacteria doesn't grow at temperatures below 40 degrees Fahrenheit, we specify a constant 34 to 40 degree temperature in our coolers and a constant 0 plus or minus 10 degree temperature in our freezers. Second, as with cold, heat is another ally in our fight against bacteria. So it's imperative that we check our steamers, Hetcos, and holding units frequently for proper temperatures, and that we strictly observe holding times. This helps limit the amount of time that bacteria has to grow. Third, there's a lot of equipment in every Burger King restaurant, and meticulous cleaning and sanitizing is the key to keeping all of it safe for crew and customers alike. Your ops basic cleaning and maintenance calendar helps assure that no details are missed. Fourth, there's the shake machine, a high-risk area that demands careful daily sanitizing. Make it a top priority to train your crew thoroughly in how to clean the shake machine. Then make sure it's done right by checking it yourself. Fifth, cross-contamination. Bacteria can be passed by contact between cooked and raw products and between sanitized and unsanitized tools. Cross-contamination can also occur due to failure to observe proper temperature controls and product rotation intervals. It takes constant attention and awareness to prevent this simple but potentially devastating form of contamination. Sixth, salads. Salads are high risk because they're made from uncooked ingredients. We have only one chance to protect ourselves and our customers from bacteria because the preparation is the last line of defense. If there are bacteria in the salad, they won't be killed by a cooking process. So our first lines of defense are washing and following correct salad preparation procedures. Salad ingredients must be washed with extra care. Hands must be washed and sanitized, utilizing the new improved antibacterial hand soap and sanitizer. However, if your local health authority requires you to use plastic gloves, that procedure must be adhered to. Salad preparation areas must be clean at all times and sanitized often. Seventh, egg mix. We all know that any kind of poultry product calls for extreme care. Our new pre-made egg mix helps to reduce the risk of contamination as long as it's handled according to instructions and held in its special container. It's a great new product, but here too, careful storage and temperature control wins the battle. Eighth, cleaning and sanitizing our cleaning cloths. You can't clean or sanitize anything with dirty cloths. It's so basic, it's easy to forget. Food safety is all about alertness. Later, we'll tell you all about our new sanitizing solution policy. Ninth, unapproved food, packaging, equipment, or tools. Everything that goes into a Burger King restaurant has been thoroughly tested for food safety. When you use unapproved food, equipment, packaging, or tools, you're walking into uncharted territory, and you and your customers might get ambushed. I've saved the most important for last. It's personal hygiene, specifically hand washing. All of us believe we know how to be clean because it's been drummed into us since we were kids. But around food, breaking one of the rules can mean disaster. Washing hands after using restrooms is an age-old rule that people still break. And as a result, other people get sick. Forget to wash your hands after handling money or anything else that's dirty or contaminated, and you can leave a trail of bacteria on everything you touch, in the restaurant or after you go home. Come to work when you're sick, something as simple as a cough, and you can really do some damage. Your illness could possibly do even more harm to others if you spread the germs. Personal hygiene is the key. In fact, almost every reported outbreak of foodborne illness we've had in the past 5 years has been traced to bad employee hygiene, specifically improper hand-washing procedures. Well, those are the top 10. Let's summarize. 1. Personal hygiene. 2. Cooking temperature tests. 3. Holding times and temperatures. 4. Cleaning and sanitizing equipment. 5. Cleaning and sanitizing the shake machine. 6. Cross-contamination. 7. Salad preparation. 8. Egg mix storage and usage. 9. Cleaning and sanitizing cloths. 10. Unapproved food, packaging, and equipment. They're a good starting point, but it's the hidden risks that can lead to disaster. We've planted some food safety time bombs in this kitchen. So the question is, what's wrong with this picture? Using your professional eye, how many food safety problems do you see? Let's check them out, and at the same time, think about your own operation. A crew member just left a sanitizing cloth on that board. Not good. But even worse, the sanitizing solution hasn't been changed since this morning. It's almost useless. That's why our operating procedures call for sanitizing solution to be changed at the beginning of every meal period. Breakfast, lunch, dinner, late night. And tested with test strips during every meal period. These test strips can be purchased from your approved supplier and are easy to use by simply dipping the strip into the sanitizing solution and seeing if the strip changes color. A change in color will indicate that the solution is still acceptable for use. That crew member has just cleaned the restroom. Will he wash his hands without me there to tell him? The hand wash sink's nearby, so he can use antibacterial soap. Plus, there's a Purell hand sanitizer dispenser right in front of him. Hopefully, it will remind him to sanitize his hands every 30 to 60 minutes. There's the garbage pail in action again. This time, it's a table. Can you think of a worse place to slack fries or to stack trays of buns? Neither can I. But it can happen unless we make sure it doesn't happen. I suppose he thinks he's sanitized those trays. He doesn't realize that sanitizing solution needs 1 minute to do its work, not just a couple seconds. Germs like clothes almost as well as they like hands. So clean crew uniforms are important for more than good looks. But that's only part of this story. That crew person's hands, uniform, and hair may be clean, but the bacteria on that jewelry will take care of that very shortly. Bacteria hides almost any place it's allowed to. For example, the door seals on the microwaves haven't been cleaned because they're out of sight and easily forgotten. But bacteria can make it easily from there to, well, wherever they can do damage. The things you can't see need to be cleaned too. For instance, soda head dispensers and bulk ketchup dispensers. The rules of food safety are simple. Never take safety or cleanliness for granted. If you do, the germs will win every time. Take control of the environment and keep it under control. We can control bacteria before they reach dangerous levels. Never give up. Cleanliness and food safety are round-the-clock challenges, and they're challenges you can meet. At Burger King, cleanliness and food safety are part of our heritage and the key to the promise we make, not only to our customers, but to our employees. Our employees need a workplace that's safe, healthy, and pleasant. And our customers, millions of them, have a right to food that's not only good tasting, but safe to eat. No matter how busy we get, we must protect those needs. The bottom line, where cleanliness and food safety are concerned, professional managers don't make excuses. We make it happen.